Hey everyone, we're back. Welcome back to another episode of
Girls on the
Rocks.
Yeah.
Season 2, motherfuckers.
Okay.
And if you notice, we sound so fucking crisp and solid and just, so clear. It's because we have new mics.
We do. We have a whole production now.
We really do. We're really getting up in the world, you guys.
Yes. And it's all pink.
It's all pink. Microphones, headphones, cords, the glasses we're drinking out of,
The can.
the can is pink. Oh my god. So I just want to mention, so Evelina, she is the bartender of our recording episodes. She likes to bring over alcoholic beverages for us. I've had these before, but I've never really dabbled in them very much. I don't know if anybody out there has tried Loverboy.
So good.
So good. They're alcoholic teas.
Hard teas.
Hard teas. Yes. Very good wording. I love anything hard.
I was so ready to moan into the mic.
Please don't. These mics are so crisp, people will get turned on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's like an OnlyFans situation.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
But anyway, we're not doing that. Everybody just calm down.
Unless.
No. Put your dicks down. Actually, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But anyway, they're very delicious.
Very.
And I think, I need to look it up, but they're correlated, I think, with a reality couple or something.
It seems like it would be.
I think so. But I just want to mention, I said to Evelina when she brought them in, I said, "Come here, lover boy." And I said, "What movie is that from?" And she had no idea. And I said, "It's Dirty Dancing." And this bitch has never seen Dirty Dancing.
Not to my recollection, no.
That's insane.
Yeah, I don't think... I've seen clips, obviously, the infamous Patrick Swayze dancing and everything, but I've never seen the full thing.
I can't believe you just said that you've only seen clips.
Well, you haven't seen Selena.
You know what? You got me. Okay,
There you go.
shut the fuck up. So
Yep.
anyway. Anyway. Well, let's dive in, my girl.
Yeah.
So we got to talk about Miss Jip Jip. First of all, before I talk about anything new about this young lady, y'all were pressed with one of our videos that we made, or a clip that Evelina made. She is the clip. Evelina is the clip queen.
Oh, that sounds crazy.
It didn't say clit. I said clip.
The fact that you repeated it.
I said clip queen.
Oh, wow.
For people who are hard of hearing. I just wanted to let you know that's what it said. This episode is so out of pocket. Well, I've had a few drinks.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
We are literally girls on the rocks.
We are girls on the rocks. Fucking toasted.
Toasty.
Came out of the toaster, brand new. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Jip Jip. So y'all were fucking pressed because we were talking about who's the baby daddy. Is it Ryan? Is it Ken? You guys, calm the fuck down.
It's not that serious.
She's not your sister.
She's not your mom. She's not your auntie. She's not your cousin.
No. And it's I do watch her documentary. I get into it. And it's I do feel for her. I'm not going to lie. I caught up yesterday. And I do feel for her. But she did. I'm sorry. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. She did Ryan dirty. She did him dirty.
And the dog.
And the fucking little baby.
Yep. And if we recall, in one of the episodes, she was giving Ryan all sorts of shit about getting a dog. I'm responsible. I'm here by myself. The moment she had the opportunity to leave him, she left the dog too.
Gone.
Fucking
gone.
Like the wind.
Whew. But this fucking relationship flip was insane because I watched this episode last night and it was so crazy because I have to get my thoughts together. Like I said, I've drank a little bit, but watching this last night, I was like, holy fuck, is Ryan okay? Because what happened, and I'm breathing so I can get my thoughts together. You can probably edit this so it's a little bit CRISPR, but
wild.
But I'm trying to find this recollection. Stop laughing at me.
Sorry.
So they went out to dinner.
Okay.
Spoiler alerts if you guys are watching the documentary. If you don't want to hear what happens, fucking fast forward. Or don't, because you don't want to miss what we have to say. But but Gyp and Ryan went to dinner. They went to a sushi place.
Ooh.
Yep. And she was just not communicative. Like, he was trying to talk to her. She just kept going like, like, she was not really talking to him. He was like, is there something wrong? Like, are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine. And then fast forward, they get into the car. They're driving home. They park somewhere, I think like a gas station or something. And she's like, are you happy? And he's like, yeah, I don't understand why you keep asking me that. And she's like, I'm not.
Wow.
Yeah. And they just kind of go back and forth. And he's like, marriage isn't easy. This is something that you have to work on. You have to work for. And she's like, if you want to work for it.
What?
Yep. And he's like, do you not want to work on this? And she's like, no.
You better work, bitch.
Brittany. And so he gets out of the car, he's cry baby, and then she's cry baby in the car, and then she goes to her parents for like the next few days, and then when Ryan's not home, her and her stepmom go back to her and Ryan's apartment, and she packs up all of her shit and goes back to her dad's, and she's just kind of like living there, and she meets up with Ken, so that's her like ex-fiance. Yeah. And they go on a fucking weekend trip. They go on a weekend trip to Evelina.
Wow.
Yes. And they get matching tattoos. Ryan sees this. Fucking shattered. Heart shattered.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're little huskies because they've talked about getting a husky forever.
I saw the picture.
And when you put them together, they make a fucking heart.
Losers.
And she hasn't filed for divorce yet, mind you.
Whore.
Oh! Evelina said it.
Yeah.
And he's like, that just fucking gutted me. I'm like, obviously.
Yeah.
And then she calls him on the phone like a few days later, and he's like, I just want to fucking see you. She's like, I don't think that's a good idea. And she's like, I'm filing for divorce, and in 6 to 9 months, I'm going to be with Ken.
Where does the 6 to 9 months come into play? Is that how long?
I think it's for her image. But I'm like, girl, you're on TV. Girly pop. I'm seeing everything that's happening.
I'm literally repeating what you just said.
Right. And then, so like that happens. And then she has this conversation with her dad. And it's her dad, her stepmom, and Ken. And her dad was saying, I support this because like I see how happy you are, yada yada, but don't get pregnant. That's pretty much the conversation.
Sure.
The fucking documentary goes 4 weeks later. Miss Gyp is with fetus.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, this shit is messy. Messy, Evelina.
It's giving very much Southern America.
It's
Louisiana.
Stop.
Well,
don't bash our Southern fans.
We love you, but come on.
Yeah. I was flabbergasted.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't know. It was just so crazy to watch. Like, all of this is fucking documented.
Do you not see the camera crew around you? Did you forget?
And at one point, Ryan was like, I'm going to get you for adultery. She's like, you're going to get me for adultery? Like, bitch.
I've already been gotten for murder. Try again. Yeah, I said it.
I'm already out.
Literally.
I just want to know why y'all ride so hard for her. Like, I get it. Like, I feel bad for her. Like, so much shit happened with her mom.
Correct.
But it's like,
at the end of the day,
she didn't have to kill her.
She took somebody else's life.
She did.
She didn't have to do that.
She didn't. And I just think it's so crazy that everyone was so pissed off at us.
Yeah.
At these two little girly pops for what?
For what?
I'm sorry. I don't know. I thought it was crazy. Like, yes, we're speculating who the baby daddy is, because even in the fucking documentary, you fucking whores, if you didn't watch it, that was rude. I take that back. Okay. I'm so sorry. You sweet little queens.
Imbeciles.
Little queens. If you watch the documentary, Ryan even speculates if it's his or not. So we're not alone in that.
Because the timeline is very messy.
It's blurry.
Yep.
Blurred lines.
And
Robin's
also,
sick. That's also a controversy.
Very controversial. I will say, I think a lot of people are getting outside of what the actual point is when we're talking about Gypsy Rose. Yes, we understand that she was messed with, and she lived a difficult childhood.
Terrible childhood.
You're not understanding the bigger picture. She's a white woman that was able to commit a crime and get out of prison after 8 years and still live a fulfilling life. There are people who have stolen candy bars for less, who are white and not white, who cannot even get a job at Walmart.
Exactly. And she has a lot more money than we do.
Yep.
Combined.
Correct. For now.
And I find that an issue. And I love the fact that you said for now.
You're welcome.
But I just, like I said, I didn't even say this yet, so I don't know why I just said that. But I mean, get your bag, sis. Yeah. Get your fucking bag, sis.
I hope that it's a happy and healthy baby.
Me too.
I hope that you and Ken stay together for the rest of your lives.
And I hope your baby doesn't kill you. Am I going to get canceled for that?
We'll see.
Don't clip that. Okay. Oh, God. Let's move on from Jip Jip, because I feel like people are going to hate on us again.
BTW, have you seen the TikTok filter that's been created?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God, all the videos.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, if you go on your Snapchat, they have created a Gypsy Rose filter. It's totally like a mean girl thing.
And on TikTok.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I meant TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's on Snapchat. Disregard what I just fucking said. I don't post on TikTok anymore. I'm so sorry. That was a COVID thing for me. But, it's funny.
It's hilarious.
But at the same time, I feel really bad about it.
Yeah.
If somebody made a filter of my fucking face and it was like in mockery of my face, I would probably jump off my balcony. Like, I feel really bad about it.
Wow.
I didn't even create it. But like, I feel, I don't like it.
It's definitely icky.
It's a big ick. And I kind of feel bad for her.
Yeah, it definitely can't be great.
No. And she's had to have seen it by now.
She's like on social media 24/7, I feel like.
Yeah. I'm sorry, girlfriend. I didn't create it, so don't come at me. And I haven't used it.
But you know what? At the end of the day, like, take it and roll with it. Like, make it something
like,
positive.
put it on your face, Jip.
Yeah. And then use a quote from the documentary. Just do something funny.
Yeah. Like,
and
just
the D
own
was
it.
fire.
She's not with him anymore.
Exactly. That would be funny.
Would Ken like that?
We'll find out on the next episode.
Oh, tune in. All right. Bye, Jip Jip. We're done. Okay, so as everyone knows, all of our fans know, that my guilty pleasures are the Gypsy Rose documentary and the Kardashians. And the latest episode that I just watched last night as well.
Okay.
Kim Kardashian herself apparently has sold a movie to Netflix.
Was it the sex tape she did with Ray J?
No. You slimy girl. No, that's already been sold to Pornhub. Right. So, no. So she, apparently this movie was written for her. And I can't remember the name of the writer, but she's done stuff for like Amy Schumer, Tina Fey.
Oh.
So she's apparently like very well known in like the famous world that we'll eventually get into.
So comedy?
Yes, it's a comedy. Wow. She said it's like a mixture of like The Hangover and Bridesmaids.
About what?
I don't know. They didn't give all the details. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm very intrigued by it.
Kim Kardashian does one TV show and automatically thinks she's an Oscar performer.
For those who live under a rock, she was in American Horror Story.
Lame.
But this is why they came out of the woodwork and asked if she wanted to do, like, her own show or, like, movie or shit like that. And she went to 5 different producing companies. I think that's what they're called.
Productions.
Yep. And apparently Netflix bought it.
Netflix buys everything at this point.
You're not wrong. But I don't know when it's coming out. Don't really know more details. But the last episode I watched last night, she fucking sold it and it's coming.
What do you think it's about?
I have no idea.
Like, I
mean, a mixture between The Hangover and The Bridesmaid sounds fucking awesome.
It sounds awesome, but it makes no sense when it's Kim Kardashian involved. Like, what could you possibly...
Did you watch the American Horror Story season that she was in?
No, I stopped watching after the 3rd one because Ryan Murphy is notoriously known for not caring anymore after the 3rd season. So like, the quality gets really bad.
Okay, but I heard she did pretty well.
Because she plays a bitchy
She
queen.
plays herself.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't going to bring this up, but... Also watching the Kardashians, I feel like Kim hates being a mom.
She said it, not me.
She talks so much about, like, I get it, she loves to work, yada, 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 that's not what I'm talking about. But it's just these little, like, side comments that she makes that makes me feel like she hates being a single mother.
I also think it has to do with a lot of her kids probably take on the personality of Kanye.
Yikes.
So she's like probably, especially North, she's constantly reminded
she's a
every
little
day
Kanye.
That, like, that's my ex-husband.
Yeah.
And, like, I think, I don't want to say that she maybe harbors a little resentment, but I think it's annoying that even after divorce, you're still reminded every day of the ex-husband that you don't like.
Yeah, but it's like, they're still your kids and they're not your ex-husband. But I don't know, I feel like, and good for her. Like, her work ethic is fucking crazy. I couldn't live up to that.
But when you're paid millions and millions of dollars, I think I would enjoy doing a lot of working too.
You're not wrong.
Like,
you're not wrong.
If I'm paid billions of dollars to just say, "Hi, I'm Kim Kardashian. I sponsored this water." Sure.
Not this water.
Or whatever she does.
That's crazy. But I don't know. I just I know you don't watch it.
No.
And like I said, every time I watch it, I get a little soft spot for them. Chloe is my favorite. I love her so much. But I don't know. I just some of the little things she does, and I'm so sorry, you guys. I can't think of any examples because I've had too much to drink today. But just fucking watch their show and you'll figure it out for me.
Or don't. Let's stop supporting the Kardashians and let them live regular lives.
Are you fucking shaming me for watching the show?
It's not the best thing you've done.
But it's entertaining, so leave me alone.
Is it, though?
Yeah.
Or are you just so used to watching them that it's a comfort watch?
I feel like if you watch them, you would have a softer heart for them.
Oh, definitely not.
I think you would.
I don't think so.
I think you would.
Well, tune in and find out.
Our first fight. All right, we'll stop talking about them.
Thank you.
Did you see Mr. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air himself?
The Eddie, no, I'm not going to go into that.
What?
I was going to say Eddie Murphy, but it's Chris Rock that he slapped.
Embarrassing.
I'll cut this out.
Anywho, you can cut this out. I also hate that I don't know how long we've been talking.
What does it say up at the top? The countdown.
It's not a countdown. It's the bars and the beats and the tempo.
Oh.
So it's going to be a fucking mystery.
The 576, that's a
bar.
Damn. Bars.
We spitting bars.
That is annoying, isn't it?
I wonder if I could change that. Okay, anyway, we're wasting too much time.
Yeah.
Okay, Will Smith. So, have you heard, like, the clips of his new song coming out?
I heard a little bit of it.
So, it's a collab with Russ.
And somebody else.
It is? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well,
I saw 3 names when I saw the original video.
I only saw 2. Okay, well, cool. But how do you feel about it?
Listen, Will Smith, I always respected his stance in the rap industry because he was one rapper that would never really rap vulgar things or curse, which I respect. Because I know before this he did a song with Kirk Franklin, the gospel king, if you will.
No idea who that is.
He's a Christian guy, whatever.
Okay.
Does a lot of Christian music.
Cool.
But I liked what he was saying. He was spitting some bars, but I don't know if it's something that I'll go back to. If I'm being perfectly honest, I haven't listened to Russ in a few years.
That's not true. That's not true.
Besides the one nasty song that he did.
That was so fucking
Yeah.
good. Nasty.
Nasty. But it's cool. I don't think that's something I'll go back to, but I respect it.
Okay. Okay.
And you?
I'm excited for it.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. First of all, because I know you mentioned that he doesn't swear, he said shit.
Oh, he does.
In the clip. It's the very last word he says in the clip.
Oh.
And people are like, holy shit, Will Smith is swearing, yada, yada, yada. I didn't think he did. But, like, I was vibing to this little clip. Like, I think it's going to be a fucking hit song.
I hope so.
I'm excited.
I'm happy that Will Smith is getting back into music.
Me too. And swear, King.
Please.
You hear me? My fucking foul mouth.
Literally. And it's also, if you want to be on our podcast to promote your new track, feel free to reach out to girlsinarocks@gmail.com.
You should have let me say it.
Sorry.
It's okay. Well, hit us up.
Literally. Or don't literally hit us. Just hit us up.
Too soon. Too soon.
Is it?
No.
Okay.
No. It's a good joke. It was a good one.
Thank you.
Oh, my claw clip is coming out of my head. Sorry. No, but I'm very excited about it. I'm not going to lie. It sounded really good. I was vibing. Every time I see this little clip, and it's the same line that he sings the whole time. But I'm excited. If the rest of the song sucks, it's not my fault. You guys don't blame me.
And I love that he did it with Russ. I love that he's keeping it with this, like, introspective rap, bar, lyrical thing, whatever. I like that he isn't going mainstream.
Yeah.
Which he kind of did at one point with, like, Mark Anthony and I think it was J Balvin. But,
I mean, you gotta try.
Yeah. I like it.
But
good for you, Will.
Good for you, Fresh Prince. I'm excited.
Don't give Jada any of this money.
Jesus Christ.
She can have her red table talk.
Stay at that red table, sis.
Please.
I never watch it. Anyway. So we have a new segment that we would like to introduce today.
Yes.
It is called our...
It's called Fun Facts Happy Hour.
You can put a little, like, soundbite in there if you'd
Probably.
like. So our fun fact happy hour for this week, you guys. So what we want to do is just kind of give you guys a little bit of insight on some studies, some cool facts that we learn. And so the one that I found that I thought was very interesting. So this was from Instagram, the profile Spectacular. Don't know who the fuck they are, but here we are.
Are they legit?
I mean, a lot of people liked it that are legit, so I'm guessing.
Okay.
Remember, we don't bring facts to this podcast. We bring speculations.
And opinions.
And you're welcome. Tune in for more.
Please.
So, there's been a new study that finds that women need more sleep than men because they use their brains more throughout the day.
Which makes perfect sense.
I mean, hello. Men are dumb.
Yep.
Sorry, men. But the Specular Post says that several studies show that women need more sleep than men because their brains are more active and complex. Research from Duke University discovered that women experience more psychological...
Embarrassing.
I'm going to start over. Research from Duke University discovers that women experience more psychological distress, like higher levels of depression, anger, and hostility when they don't get enough sleep compared to men. Additionally, women often multitask and use more of their brain's capacity throughout the day, which means they need more time to recover during sleep. Hormonal Hormonal changes related to menstruation, pregnancy, and menopause also disrupt sleep, increasing the need for more sleep for women. How do you feel about this?
What's that saying? Women go to Mars. Men go to Jupiter to get more stupider.
Yeah, I don't feel like they need to go to Jupiter to get more stupider. They're pretty fucking dumb.
Yeah, there you go.
And, okay, I just want to put it out there. We might talk about how fucking dumb ass bitches that men are, but I'm still looking for a boyfriend. Yeah. Just want to let everyone know.
Yes.
Still looking.
Always.
But it's like, I want a cute dummy.
Maybe even a smarty.
But, like, it doesn't matter how smart they are.
Just cute.
They'll still be dumb.
You're right.
You could be a Harvard graduate, and you're still fucking dumb.
A what?
A Harvard graduate.
Okay.
Harvard.
That's okay.
How else would you say it? Harvard? Oh. You're going to sit here and tell me that I'm wrong?
She came down
in a bubble, bro.
Love that.
But, I'm sorry. We're not bashing men, but you're dumb.
But I don't blame. I feel like women tend to always
overthink.
Just always have like a one up on men in terms of like every aspect of life, whether it's relationships, work, how to go about things.
And we do it in heels.
In heels.
Yep.
Yes.
And so this leads me into our new presidential candidate for the Democrats.
Miss Kamala, sometimes Black Harris.
Stop with that.
Sorry.
Stop with that.
Don't you feel like sometimes, like, when it's convenient, she puts on a big performance to the Black community, to that culture, in hopes of getting their votes?
She's got to grasp all the straws that she can grab.
Okay.
You're going to sit here and tell me that I'm wrong?
I don't think so, but I think it comes across as too performative, and it doesn't come across as genuine. Like,
I get it. No, trust me. I get it. But here's the thing. We got Granddaddy Joe out of there.
Yeah, I just want to point out, all options suck.
Yes.
It's okay to say I wouldn't want anybody in that office.
I'm not going to lie to you, Evelina, and I don't know how you're going to feel about me after this. I'm jumping on the Kamala train.
I mean, I don't blame you. I mean...
And here's what I think is funny. First of all, her campaign has been my favorite thing that's ever happened.
Okay.
I am intrigued. I am in it.
Okay.
I'm entertained.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck if you think this is a circus, because I think this is a strategy. Okay. Because here's the thing. Trump spent all of his campaign money trashing how old Granddaddy Joe was, right? Mm-hmm. Can't fucking think about names. He can't fucking do anything. He can't run a country because he's so old. Blah, blah, blah.
Always tripping.
Oldest man to be campaigning to be president. Insert this new campaign, right? They're like, Granddaddy Joe, step out. Kamala, in. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. Mm-hmm. I feel like this was all planned.
Okay.
Because they get Granddaddy Joe out. Kamala gets all this fucking money. These campaign ads that they have to have been planned, because now all of Trump's backlash at how quote-unquote old Granddaddy Joe was, now look in the mirror, fucking Trump, you're the oldest candidate for president now.
Yikes.
So everything you said about Granddaddy Joe, flip onto your fucking self.
Granddaddy Donald.
I hate this guy. Fucking Cheeto ass bitch. But sorry. Wow.
Don't be sorry.
I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not sorry.
He's a convicted criminal.
He is. Mm-hmm. I'm Kamala Harris and I approve this message. Did you see that campaign video?
I did.
That's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And see, that's what's dragging me in. Because I get it. She can be showy. She can cater to us Black people when she wants to.
Not the fist.
This is why we need a video element. But anyway.
All right.
But here's the thing. She is the best candidate that we have right now.
And that's sad. If you think about it.
I don't hate her.
I don't hate her either. I just think She's doing the same tactic Barack Obama did, and I love Barack Obama.
We all love Barack.
She's doing the appealing to the young people, from how she talks to how she does the campaign videos.
That's okay. And here is what I said to my family, because I have Republicans in my family.
Oh no!
Yes, I do. Sorry to mention.
It's the white side of her.
It is. I am
46%.
I'm 46%. Okay, this is my 23andMe. I am 56% white, 42 point something percent black.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Not all of my white side of my family is Republicans. I forgot the word for a second. So we have a healthy mixture in my family.
Okay.
But the Republican side of my family, love them to death. Where am I going with this? What were we talking about?
I feel like you're about to like call out your family and cancel them.
No.
Oh.
No, because they're very open-minded.
Because I mentioned Barack Obama and how the way he appealed to young people is how...
Here we go. Okay.
Right.
I don't know why. Why was I bringing up my family, though? You guys, I drank too much. Anyway, I have a healthy mixture of Republicans and liberals and fucking middle people in my family. But anyway, how you're mentioning that Barack Obama tried to cater to the youngins, Kamala's campaigns are very targeted to Gen Z, which I think is a fucking smart tactic, because now we have a group of this new generation that is just able to register to vote. That's going to be a huge arc into who's going to win the presidency this year.
Right.
This year?
Yeah, November.
Thank you. And I think she's doing it right, because if you just cater to the 70 plus, you're fucked.
Right.
And that's fucking Cheeto.
But at the end of the day, I think also people have to remember that the president is just the face. You also have to think about the House.
True.
Who is on the Supreme Court, what parties they represent, because you're not just voting for Kamala, you're voting for the representation of the House. Like,
yeah.
There's other people behind her. If you watch House of Cards,
no,
or any sort of like West Wing show,
nope,
you know that the president, honestly, in my opinion, is just somebody that is like the last person to get anywhere. It's the people behind them that really make the rules and the legislation and all that.
But I'm afraid that if our face is Trump again, because did you hear about Project 2025?
I've heard it, but I don't know what it is.
And I really wish I would have looked more into this before we started recording today.
We're not journalists, it's okay.
We're also not a political podcast.
Correct.
So I just want to let you all know, like, you're not going to hear a lot about this election and stuff from us, but obviously we had to point it out today. And don't come at me, because I don't know all the research behind this, but there's a lot of shit within Project 2025 that's going to set us back fucking years of progress.
Isn't one of them has to do with Roe versus Wade, like abortion laws and things of that nature?
They already did that.
But I don't think it's a federal thing. Because there's still some...
It's like I think they did like state shit.
Right.
But a lot of it is like, God damn it, I really wish I would have documented what I heard earlier. I just know it's a lot of shit that's going to put us backwards. But Kamala wants to give us our reproductive rights back.
Ooh, girl power.
Which, that alone makes me want to vote for her.
I understand.
Because one of my favorite videos of her is, I don't know who she was speaking to, but, and I also don't know how long ago this was. So, like I said, we don't bring facts, we bring speculations and opinions.
Yes.
But she was speaking to a group of men, obviously, and they looked important because they were wearing suits and shit.
Always.
But she goes, is there a law that, oh, fuck, what did it say? Is there a law that, you're gonna have to cut this shorter because I need to get my thoughts together. is there a law that dictates what a man can do with his body?
No.
The guy goes, can you be more specific with your question? And the look on her face made me laugh so hard. Because she goes, just like a confusion look, which we all have
like,
watching this.
Is there a law that says you need to get a vasectomy after a certain time?
And that's what he probably needed to hear, because dum-dum. But she goes, male, female, is there a law that dictates what men need to do with their body? And he goes, no. And, like, that's all you fucking need to hear. Like, I don't understand why they think it's okay. I don't get it.
I don't understand why we need to have a law
for what I do with my body.
Right.
And I digress. I'm done. Because we are not a political podcast. We're not going to sit here and talk about abortion because I'm not getting canceled already in season 2.
No, I think it's healthy for people to have their beliefs. Believe what you want to believe in. That's perfectly fine. Like, even if you want to take religion into it, some people are Christians, some people are Hindus. Like, nobody should crucify you in what you believe in.
But don't tell me what to do.
Don't make it a law that people have to abide by. That makes no sense.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. But we're getting a little deep.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring it back up. Because we're just a fun, silly little podcast with cute little girlies.
Yep.
But if you guys don't, there's not a mystery of who I'm voting for. So there you go.
And all I have to say is, whoever you vote for, make sure you vote for them knowing what they represent. Do your research.
Yep.
You know, if you're already siding with one side, make sure you know what they represent.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. And think about what electing them will do to our future in America itself.
Not just the silly little TikTok jokes that you see, and like actually look at what they represent based on climate change, economy, foreign affairs, things of that nature.
And I do know we have some listeners that the age range does start at 18, and I really do encourage you to register and vote this year.
Yeah.
I really do encourage it, because your vote does count. And we need as many voters as we can to make sure that we do not live in a dictatorship.
Correct.
Thank you, and God bless America.
I'm going to turn on, like, the American music or something. Like, yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we are almost to what I really want to talk about today. But the last thing that we need to address is Mr. fucking Billy Ray Cyrus.
Can we talk about what happened with his voice? I don't understand why.
I don't know. Does he have, like, vocal cord damage?
Why? When was the last time he performed?
Oh, burn.
Achy breaky heart? Okay.
Oh, what was that? Like the 90s?
Thank you.
Irrelevant.
Yeah. So there's a clip going out where allegedly.
We haven't said that yet this episode. Cute.
He's talking to, what was his wife's name? Fire? Rose? What's her name?
Firecrotch?
Something.
Primrose Everdeen?
She's some element.
Windy Grasshead.
Yep. And he, I guess, was talking to her, I should say yelling at her, because he was running late, and so that just kind of set him off. And he used words where he basically mentioned, he doesn't mention her by name, but he calls his kids like skanks or the devil or some nonsense.
Jesus.
But the entire time I couldn't stop listening to his voice and thinking, why does he sound like that?
I don't know.
He sounds deep and raspy and weird.
I don't know. And he just, like, kept degrading his wife. He kept degrading his kids. And we know he was fucking talking about Miley.
Yep.
Which is so crazy. He was also trashing Trish, which I think is crazy because I love that woman.
Her and Miley are the same person.
They are.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you just mad because Miley is more famous than you?
I think that's what it is, because if we recall her interview with David Letterman, I think it was, she says that she got her narcissism from her dad. And I think growing up, I think the fact that he was able to be on Hannah Montana, have like a show, but then Miley was the face of everything. And then at one point, nobody cared about Billy Ray after Hannah Montana ended.
Right. Because why would we care?
Right. I don't understand. And all those uncomfortable videos he's doing promoting his new song, where it's just him putting the camera on the floor and then walking away showing his silhouette is insane.
Yeah, I think Billy Ray just needs to sit down.
I think you need help, bro. I think you need to talk to your family and get your family together.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he just needs to go away.
And cut your hair. There's
or at least wash it, my guy.
Wash it, cut your beard.
It looks greasy as hell.
Maybe... I honestly don't know.
I'm really glad that Primrose Everdeen recorded their conversations. Firecrotch, whatever the fuck her name is. I'm just really glad that she recorded it, because it's like a lot of people, and I don't know why, when women mention shit that's happening like this, like I'm being abused emotionally, like he might not be hitting her, but he is knocking her out emotionally. And I don't understand why people don't believe that shit, but it's like, here's a fucking recording for you so you can see how much of a piece of shit Billy Ray Cyrus is. Like, I just don't understand why we have to have proof in order for people to believe us that this shit is happening.
Correct. It's a shame that the family has been split, especially with Noah Cyrus and Miley Cyrus. I love those two together, and I hate that this whole divorce and Billy with his now ex-wife really broke them apart.
I know.
It's a shame.
It is. Like, it really is.
Like, take some accountability, dude, and realize that you broke a family up.
Yeah.
A siblings up.
Good job, Billy.
Achy breaky heart, more like achy breaky family.
That was crazy.
Sorry.
That was crazy. That was crazy. I don't know. Like, do you want another Disney Channel show, Billy, to, like, get your dick wet? Like, what do you want?
What do you want? You want a country music award? What do you want?
Have another song after Achy Breaky Heart that people care about.
Change your voice.
I want to know what happened to him. Does he smoke cigs?
Probably. He looks like he does.
He looks like he licks the ground.
He does. I think he does.
And I don't even know what that means, but he looks like he licks the ground.
He looks like he sleeps in his barn where his horses are, and he just wakes up and just goes about his day.
Hey, gross.
Billy, as we always say,
do better.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, before we continue, we are not going to go into a commercial break because we don't have any sponsors yet. But I do have to go pee.
Okay.
All right. So I'm back from the potty. All right. The moment everyone has been waiting for. We have to talk about Love Island. I don't know about you guys, but I binged the fuck out of Love Island the past couple of weeks.
Same.
I'm not going to lie to you. I have never watched Love Island in my life.
I am an avid Love Island watcher.
But not USA.
Not USA.
No. Tell the people which one you watch.
UK.
Got it.
Sorry.
So I let the people know.
Sorry.
So I have never watched it before in my life. And it's fucking gold. I have never seen anything like this in my life. And for those who have not watched it, I need you to jump on this train. You do not have to watch any other season, any other country.
Nope.
I'm sorry, but you don't. Watch season 6 of Love Island USA, and you'll be instantly hooked.
The host is Ariana Madix from Vanderpump Rules.
VPR.
The show itself is based around, I forget how many contestants, but
I think it's 6 girls and 6 guys.
Right. So they get onto this, they call it an island, but it's just a villa. It's a big house in Fiji. And they have to essentially, at the end of the thing, find the person they fall in love with and choose if they want to stay with them or keep the money.
$100,000.
Correct.
Or they can split it if they stay in the couple.
Correct.
And so, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, because we're going to talk about a bunch of shit.
Yep.
And I know we're already deep within this episode, but here we go.
Yep.
So the winners of Love Island season 6 were Cordell and Serena. So how do you feel about this the winning couple?
My initial reaction was, oh, really?
See, and my initial reaction was, holy shit, they deserve it.
Yeah, whether or not they deserved it, I was going with the basis of what would be good for TV, and I really thought Kaylor and Aaron would win.
No.
And once they didn't, I was like, okay, I thought because of how messy Cordell was, I thought maybe he didn't win the audience's hearts. And
But same with Aaron.
Right, but I thought that was just good for the TV because they've been together since the very beginning, all that kind of
And
crap.
they're an all-white couple?
Right, exactly. No, seriously.
America, USA.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But then I thought, okay, so since they didn't win, and they were like, what, number 4, number 3?
No.
Oh, they weren't even in it.
They were number 6 or 5.
Right.
Yes. They didn't even get top 4.
Correct.
Haha.
But I honestly thought it would be Leah and Miguel because of just how organic they were in terms of getting the relationship off the start. And because of how Cordell was messy, I was like, people probably don't like him that much. We love Serena, but they probably don't like him because he was messy in Casa Amor.
Yeah. Can I tell you, Casa Amor gave me the most anxiety I think I've ever had in my life.
Yep.
Even when I was dating somebody who would fucking let his freak flab fly in Casa Amor, my heart rate was jumping during this.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, Cordell and Serena did develop a connection in the villa, and then they go to Casa Amor, which is a different villa with 6 different 4?
6, I think.
Different girls?
Yeah.
No, there's no way there was that many there. Whatever. Yeah. With a set, I think it has to be 6. Yep, 6 different girls in Casa Amor. And they either come back to the original villa with a new girl, or they come back alone, meaning they want to stay with their current connection that they developed in the villa. And Cordell, he brought Dea back to the villa, and Serena popped fucking off on him.
She surely did.
This was probably one of the most entertaining interactions I've ever seen on TV.
I loved it. And I love that she talked her shit at the fireplace. Like, yes. Don't just stand there, be quiet.
The fire pit.
The fire pit.
Yeah.
Let it be known that you're upset and be like, I don't care for this man. Yes.
Yep. But they made up. They are the winning couple. And I'm very happy for them. I mean, I love seeing Black love.
Oh, I love it.
Absolutely I love it being portrayed. It is, oh my God. And I really think they do love each other.
They look really cute together.
They do. What the coolest thing is that the very first episode, they both had these neon green outfits on. They don't even know each other at this point, you guys. But it was like a premonition, a fucking foreshadowing, if you will. And they were in these lime green outfits, and they got coupled up from the very beginning. Yes, Cordell fucked up in Casa Amor, but they ended up winning the whole fucking thing. And I think it's because they had the biggest redemption arc, and they were just so genuine and just so themselves. Why I don't think Miguel and Leah won, which you guys don't understand. I fucking love Leah.
I love her.
I want her to be our friend.
Please, Leah, please.
I feel like Leah is a mixture of me and Evelina.
Yes.
She is literally the perfect woman.
Literally. We're the 2 schmucks.
When you split Leah into 2 people, it is us, the schmucks.
Yes.
But she is amazing. But the reason why I don't think they won is because, 1, they did not have a huge redemption arc.
Okay.
And people wanted Leah to be with Rob.
Yes.
And for those who don't know, Rob may be the love of my life.
And funny enough, Rob was on the last season of Love Island.
He was.
So he came back second time around to find love. And dare I say, I think he did find love. But he ended up not being with her.
Are you talking about Andrea?
I'm talking about Leah.
Oh. I was so confused by what you were saying.
No.
Here's the thing.
I love in terms of he found somebody he truly cares for.
And connected with.
Whether or not it's an intimate thing or a friendship thing. And I just want to say, I think another reason why I was kind of shocked Cordell and Serena won was because I thought they became really good friends. Like, they loved each other as, like...
Cordell and Serena?
Yes. What did I say?
No, yeah.
Okay.
I was just making sure I was on the same page. I've drank a little bit.
Yeah. That's, I think, another reason why I was surprised, because I thought they gave off very good friend vibes in terms of how close they got. So it's like, oh, maybe the audience sees that too.
And here's the thing. Janae, so she was one of the girls there. Janae and Kenny. Kenny.
Love you, Kenny.
Oh my god, I love them. But Janae was saying in an interview that her and Kenny recently did that there was not a lot portrayed of Serena and Cordell's like actual relationship. That they were so lovey-dovey, and like there were so many things that if we would have seen it, we would have got it.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like that's a shame, because we saw so much of fucking Kaylor and Aaron.
God, I hated it.
Fuck Aaron. And it's like, I don't dislike Kaylor, but I dislike Aaron. Because
strongly.
He fucked her over in Casa Amor.
That trout mouth.
His mouth, you guys, I don't think I've ever had the biggest ick from somebody, but his mouth is fucking trout.
It is, literally.
It's a fucking trout.
If you think of a fish,
it's a trout.
It's Aaron.
Fuck.
I've never seen somebody blatantly care less about their significant other and care more about a dude on Love Island than him.
Oh my god, he loved Rob so much.
He's in love with Rob.
But I mean, I get it. I'm also in love with Rob.
We all are. Especially with the overalls and no shirt.
That snake tamer, boy. I will tame his snake. That's all I have to say. Rob, girlsontherockspod@gmail.com. Please hit me up. I love you so much.
Please.
But for anyone, like Rob, he's a walking red flag.
Yes.
But like he said on the Call Her Daddy podcast, he's pretty much, he didn't say this word for word, but how I kind of interpreted it is that he's a walking red flag, but he's hot enough to get away with it.
I agree.
I just, and I told you this, and I don't know if I want to put this out there, but he reminds me so much of my ex. Not the last one, because ew.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
But the one before the last one. Literally, the way they sound, the way they act. Girl, I was having a moment.
She was ready to risk it all.
I was like, what's he doing? But any hoozy. Rob, I love you. But anyway.
Please.
Where was I going with this?
There you go.
I lost my train of thought. But, oh yeah, okay, trout mouth. Aaron really fucked Kaylor over when they went to Casa Amor. And I think it's so crazy because he told Daniela, so this was the girl that he was fucking with in Casa Amor when he wasn't with Kaylor at the villa. He told Daniela that he loved her like twice. Did you catch this?
Yeah.
He told her that he loved her like twice, and it took him like forever to say that to Kaylor. And he said this right away with this bitch, and he said it within like a day of knowing her, and he wanted to get into her pants so bad.
Yep. And I think his excuse, and I hate when the guys who go to Casa Amor use the excuse of, I was just trying something different, I needed to test our love. Really? You needed to test our love in like a day?
Well, and here's the thing. You can test our connection, our love, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but you can still be respectful.
Correct.
You don't have to make out with a girl. You don't have to you don't have to rub on her vagina. You don't have to ask her if she wants to take a shower with you. You can have conversations, and yes, I'll still be pissed if you bring her back to the villa. But if I find out that you were still respectful for me, and you're like, you know what, Taylor, like, this is the point of Love Island. I just want to talk with her, just really get to know her, see if our connection is stronger than the one that we've built.
Right.
Yes, I will still want to gouge her eyes out, but at the same time, I know what show I'm on. and I get it, but it's like, don't fucking do me dirty at the same time.
Right, like, what are you testing if you're making out with her 5 minutes into seeing her? You're just infatuated with lust. You just want to fuck her.
Exactly.
That's all you're doing. As opposed to the girlfriend that you said you have in the villa, you're like, I love you, I love our connection.
Yep.
That's one thing.
Yep.
If you're talking to a new girl customer and you're getting into deep conversations, you're talking about family, goals, aspirations, I understand.
And Aaron told Kaylor, like, I have love for you. Like, I'm falling for you. And then a day later, you're trying to fuck Daniela? Mm-hmm. Go fuck yourself. Or, you know what? Go fuck Rob.
Yep.
Go fuck Rob and go live a happy little life together.
Yes.
And this is where I get so fucking mad, is that Kaylor is like, I can't be mad at you. I can't be mad at you.
Why not?
I'm mad for you, bitch.
Yes. I also feel like when he finally said that he loved her, I feel like that was a cop-out. That was the biggest cop-out in terms of getting out of the doghouse with Kaylor.
Yep.
Like, oh, if I just tell her I love her right now, she's going to totally forget. Which she did. She
Yep,
ended up
she
just flying right across her head.
And so Kaylor went on the Vile Files podcast.
Shout out.
And Girls on the Rocks pod at gmail.com. And they kind of asked her, they're like, have you watched the show yet? Mm-hmm. And she said no. And what is his name? Vile. What's his name?
I don't know.
Cut this, Evelina.
Okay.
Nick. His name is Nick, I think. Hold on. Nick Vile. Yep. Okay. So Nick, he is the owner of the podcast. Mm-hmm. He was like, I really encourage you to watch by yourself. He's like, do not watch with Aaron, because he will try to, I don't even know, like, cover up what he did, or
justify.
Justify what he did, talk himself out of it. Mm-hmm. He was like, I encourage you to watch it alone. And she says that she will.
Same thing, we can actually bring it back to movie night, when he did the whole handshake with Daniela, right?
That hurt my soul.
And his thing was like, in the middle of eating popcorn, was, oh, it's the same thing. We just didn't do the kiss or whatever.
It's not a big deal. And so for
missing the point.
For people who don't know, Aaron and Kaylor came up with this handshake together, and he did the handshake, the exact same handshake with Daniela. And that really hurt Kaylor, because it's like, you're doing these small little cute intimate things with me. Why would I still think these things are special if you do them with another fucking girl?
It's a classic toxic boy thing. It's like their routine. Like, oh, if I do it with this girl, I'm going to keep doing it with every girl because I know it's going to bring her in.
But it's like they don't know how to be authentic.
Nope.
Losers. It just makes me I fucking hate Aaron. And here's what I think is so funny, because now the cast is going to, like, Universal and stuff together. Have you noticed that every picture you see, Aaron is not in?
I'm not surprised.
But it's like, are they making him take the pictures, or does he not want to be in them, or do they not want him in it? Like, I need to know the behind the scenes. Like, what the fuck is the BTS?
True, especially considering, I think, the drama he started with the whole phone call with Kaylor, remember? Where I think this was also low-key planned, because I think this is how manipulative he is. He went on live randomly and
ask me questions.
Right, yeah. Which is like, okay. All the while, Kaylor's in the back on the phone with a friend, and you hear someone go,
it was her best friend.
It was her best friend. She goes, oh, no one's going to care about Leah in about 6 months. And that's when the video cuts. It's like,
It was very convenient that the video cut at that specific time.
Right.
But what I didn't realize was that he has been in another reality show before.
3.
He's been in 3?
Yeah.
I just know of Traders.
And then there was like 2 other, I forgot what the other ones were called, but he was in 2 other ones.
So he knows how to stir up drama.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like he's very manipulative. He doesn't really he's not a genuine person.
No.
He knows how to stir up shit. He knows how to get a reaction out of people. And I feel like Kaylor is just in the crosshairs.
In terms of women, I feel like his relationship with the boys was very authentic. Like,
I feel like he doesn't like women. I think he's gay. You heard it here first. And that's not to say that gay men don't like women.
No.
But I think he... Well, in that way, Evelina.
Yeah.
But I think because Aaron, the amount of emotion he had when he thought that Rob was leaving, he never gave those tears or emotions for any of the bullshit that he put Kaylor through. At all.
Not even a slight whimper.
No.
Nothing.
He didn't shed one tear for Kaylor, but it was fucking waterworks when he thought Rob was leaving.
Right. And again, to movie night, when Rob and Leah were kind of getting into argument, Aaron was ready to defend Rob to the end. He was ready to duel for him.
Yep.
It's like, and even Serena brings it up. She's like, where's all this energy for your girlfriend, Kaylor? Like, you're fighting for Rob, but you're not fighting for her.
Yep.
Crickets.
And that's one of my favorite things. I know it's called Love Island, but let's be real, it was Friendship Island.
Yes.
Because PPG back on top.
Oh,
back on top. I loved Leah, Serena, and Janae.
Yes.
Like, they were probably my favorite people to watch. And I'm not going to lie, wasn't a big fan of Janae in the very beginning, and I even told this to you.
Yes.
I was like, she kind of annoys me.
I'm not gonna lie, me too. In the beginning, I was like, okay, Janae, like, we get it, like, relax us.
Yep.
But I think once maybe she got more comfortable and she got that girl group.
Yep. She
became
became more herself and less cringe.
Right. Her personality definitely came out more, and I love that for her. Southside Chicago girly represent.
Yes, and I think that's where I liked her more, because I was like, all right, I get it.
I could tell, like, when she would talk sometimes, like, you kind of sound like you're from Chicago.
Yep. She's one of us.
Yep.
She's one of us. Yeah, I feel like watching those friendships develop was one of my favorite things that I've ever seen on TV. And I know people say, like, reality TV is fake, but I feel like Love Island might be one of the ones that we know the producers are manipulating things. Like, it's in our face.
Right.
So, like, the stuff that's actually happening is authentic, because we know the producers are like, hey, we want you to go talk to this person,
right,
go do this, but at the end of the day,
like, what's being said is like legit.
Real.
Yeah,
it's real. And I find it so crazy because Leah,
love her,
my girl Leah, she felt like she was being portrayed as the villain, and I feel like the producers were trying to do that, but like her authenticity, wow, that was a big word, her authenticity just shined so much that she became the favorite of the show. And when she came out of Love Island, she was even shocked how much people loved her. And like, I feel like she's such a humble person, and like, she comes from a rich ass family, dude. And she was just so humble, and like, thank you guys so much for all the love you're giving me. I did not expect this at all.
And I think that shock came also from her, unfortunately, being in that position where people were dogging her for how she handled the Rob breakup.
Yeah.
Which we did watch the Call Her Daddy podcast with Leah, and I told Taylor, it's so upsetting that she's been almost gaslit into feeling so horrible about herself, the situation, when it honestly wasn't that big of a deal.
No.
Was she upset that Rob came to her and was like, I'm picking a different girl over you?
Yeah.
Sorry, but not sorry. I would be upset. I'd be saying some outlandish things.
Yes.
Am I supposed to be sorry because you're crying because you're breaking up with me? No.
No, and here's the thing, which I thought was so fucking ridiculous. This whole conversation that they had next to Soul Ties, it's just like, I'm sorry, it makes me so angry. Like, Rob the entire time is like, why aren't you asking me how I feel about this situation? Like, you're just talking about how you feel. And it's like, Rob, you're telling me that you're going to leave me for another girl. Why the fuck am I going to ask you how you feel?
I clearly know.
And then you expect me, after you dump me for this bitch you met yesterday, to go, like, copacetically and just be, thank you, haven't drank that much. Wow. And you expect me to be like, oh, he left me, but like I'm happy and I'm here for an experience. No, I'm going to say that you are a fucking bitch and you left me for that hoe you met yesterday in your goddamn overalls. You did your big one up there. And now you're sending 3 home.
Yes. What a fucking loser. How dare you? First of all, you pulled me to the side and said, I need to talk to you real quick. I'm basically breaking up with you because I don't like you as much as I like this other girl, but I hope we're cool. Just so you know, you should probably ask me how I'm feeling because I'm really hurting here.
And then you're going to be mad at me for calling you a pussy-ass bitch?
Because you fucking were. First of all, how gaslit and manipulating do you have to be to cry? Be dramatic, go in the pool.
And hide under the deck?
And cry?
Can I tell you how fucking icked I was? But then he came out of the pool and I was like, I'll kiss your boo-boos.
Toxic.
Always.
I think that's ridiculous. I think that he was kind of showing a little bit of an Aaron vibe there, where you're really manipulating the situation. You're essentially trying to turn yourself from a villain to a good guy by making Leah a bad girl. Like, that's not cool.
No, and I will say, when he was on the Call Her Daddy podcast, Alex even asked him, like, was that just a manipulation tactic? Like, you fucking crying? She's like, was that real? And he was like, no, I was literally having an anxiety attack.
Sure. No, I believe him that he was upset.
Yeah.
But I think it came from a place of narcissism.
Yeah.
Where it was like, I'm upset that she's not begging to be with me. Or like, because Leah was like, okay, fine, bro. Do you. And then I'm going to go back to my girls and I'm going to call you a pussy because that's what you are.
And that's what we do. Like, if you are going to dump me for another girl, you really think I'm going to take that on the chin?
You think I'm going to go back to my friends and be like, oh my God, he's such a great person.
He left me. He left me, but he's so great. No. I'm going to call you a pussy-ass bitch in your ugly-ass overalls, which, Rob, I really love your overalls. And I feel like if we do it, keep them on. But I'm like, I just hate how everybody, like, went for her reacting this way. How the fuck would you react if somebody left you for somebody else?
Exactly.
The only issue is that this shit was fucking filmed and you got to watch it back at movie night. I want everyone to get off their fucking high horse, stop gaslighting this fucking queen, and I need her to stop apologizing for it.
Leah, you have nothing to apologize. You said something when somebody hurt your feelings.
Yep.
It was valid. Was he a pussy-ass bitch?
Yes.
He was. That's valid. That's facts.
Yep. When he stood up.
Yep.
And like, he was so, like, distraught when the girls sent Andrea home, which, fuck Liv. I'm so sorry. But fuck Liv for throwing it into Leah's face, saying that, like, it was all Leah that decided to send Andrea home, and, like, dissing Leah for saying that Leah took a back seat to, like, their relationship and yada yada yada. I think that's fucking bullshit that Liv came for Leah for that, because, like, first of all, it was a group decision.
We literally saw you on camera. You guys closed your eyes and picked, based on your fingers, who you wanted to go home.
Yes. So I don't understand why this is such a fucking mystery as to what happened. We saw it. We saw it.
And as Leah said, why are we still talking about this when this was already discussed and we squashed it?
Exactly. But Liv wanted to talk to Rob like she wasn't even friends with Leah. And that's what rubbed me the wrong way.
I think Liv was the type of personality that she wanted to be the queen bee in the show. And it's like, you really weren't given that energy. And honestly, at the end of the day, it was Leah that was the queen bee.
Yeah.
Triple B.
Triple B queen.
Right. I think
we love you, Miguel.
We do. Now we do.
Now we do. No, we were a little iffy in the beginning, but we love you, King.
Liv just needed to take a seat, be quiet, and stop trying to make shit that wasn't really there.
No, and Liv was there for as long as she was because of the friendship she made with the girls.
Correct.
She never had one single connection with any of the guys in the villa. Friendships, yes. Romantic, nothing.
Yeah, she never had a solid, like, oh, I kind of like this guy. It was just kind of a placeholder in every single relationship.
Yep. And, like, I'm not saying that's her fault, but, like, at this... I don't know. I think she needed to lighten up a little bit. I think she was just a little too hard.
I don't think she was focused on finding love. I think she was just kind of focused on the experience as a whole.
And being on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't like Liv.
No. The way you portrayed yourself on camera and how you presented yourself,
it was nasty.
It was nasty. I will say that, like, when it came to moments when the girls were feeling down, she seemed legit. Like, yeah. I loved the advice that she gave. I loved that she seemed very close to the girls. Mm-hmm. But there were times where also you did come across as a mean girl, and you picked and selected what times you wanted to be that good person.
Right. She chose when she wanted to be a girl's girl.
Correct.
And I hated, and I love Janae for stepping in at this time, because was it at movie night when they started ganging up on her?
Yeah.
Because, like, Rob was coming at Leah, Liv started coming at Leah, and Janae goes, I know you're not going to be ganging up on my girl. I don't think that was movie night.
Well, that moment where they're on the couch.
Nope. No. It was when... not Liv. It was Leah and Rob were having a conversation. I think it was after... I don't know when this happened. I'm so sorry, guys. But Rob and Leah were having a conversation. And this is when Leah was telling Rob that she took a back seat in the relationship with him and Andrea, which she did. That wasn't a lie. And also, too, words kept getting twisted, because Leah said that she never spoke bad about Rob to Andrea. But what Rob heard was that Leah never spoke bad about Rob in general. And that's where shit got twisted. And that's what pissed me off. Because if you roll back the fucking tapes, Leah said, Rob, I never talked bad about you to Andrea. Yeah, she called him a pussy ass bitch, but she said that to everyone.
Correct.
So it's like, I just hated how everything got twisted. But what I was saying was, during that conversation, it was between her and Rob, and that's when she called Liv over to kind of have her back. And that's when Liv did not have her back, and she started going against her. And Janae comes up and says, I know you're not ganging up on my girl Leah. And I was so fucking happy that Janae did that, because it literally looked like Leah was just going to fucking crumble. And it was crazy.
Because Leah does have a good heart, and I think, like, when somebody is telling her, hey, you're kind of being mean or you're treating other people poorly, she takes that to heart. Like, that literally destroys her, because she's not that type of person.
Nope.
And I think when especially, you can tell Liv's personality kind of gets shattered a little bit when they're at movie night on the couch, and Janae is just talking calmly. She's sitting back in her seat like, hey, you guys need to stop ganging up on Leah, just relax. Liv turns to her and says, who's asking you? Or who brought you in? It's like, damn.
Yeah.
So you're mad.
And that's what I thought it was super real when they did the one challenge where they were reading the tweets, and one of the tweets was about Liv that said that she gives off mean girl energy.
Yep.
And it's like, Liv, America is calling you a mean girl. Like, that's not just a one-off thing.
Correct.
Like, maybe you should look internally and see that you're a fucking bitch.
Yeah, you were mean. You were not a girl's girl.
No. But she was a girl's girl when she wanted to be.
Correct.
Yep. When it fit her comfortably.
Correct. And I think other times she wanted to kind of she just wanted a squad. I think that's all that it was. She wanted to be the queen bee, the person in the front, the leader.
Yep.
It's like, that's not you, sis. Nobody cares.
No, nobody cares. And I'm sorry, she was very irrelevant.
Honestly, yeah. If it's Love Island, you didn't establish a connection with a single person.
Not once.
I don't care.
No.
Go home.
Bye.
Bye.
And she did. And that was one of the happiest moments.
Kind of like Kane. If I'm going to be honest with you, Kane, I think from the very first start you came in there, I don't think you wanted to be there.
Horse mouth? What did Liv call him? Horse teeth? Horse mouth?
Horse teeth.
Horse teeth?
I think. But I don't think he wanted to be on the show at all. Like, the way he portrayed himself in the character,
he did.
I don't think he cared enough about a lot of people to, like, be like, yeah, I'm going to develop a relationship here.
Yeah. Do you see his beef with Sierra right now?
Yes.
It's so fucking funny. They're just going at it.
There's something about him that I think he's kind of cute, and he's kind of funny, because I'll see his TikToks, and I'll be like, oh, he's giving me... You're so gonna hate this, but he's giving me Justin Bieber. mixed with like a David Beckham.
Oh,
but like
but messy.
Yes.
You know, and I think it's the sassiness that kind of turns me on a little bit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying.
Thank you.
I wouldn't say no to Kane.
No.
And I think it's also he's a blonde, tattooed, built guy.
English.
Weak knees. Weak knees. Yeah, I wouldn't say no to Kane.
No, definitely not.
No. Anyway.
I did want to say, so I saw Nick Jonas came on. He said something about Love Island.
Oh.
And I thought this was funny.
Relevant King.
The excerpt. Thank you.
Yeah.
He said, for those that don't know, the Disney Channel games were basically the Olympics. For those who don't know, Disney Channel games was something that came out back in the day when, you know, you had the Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place.
You had the green team and the red team.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And it was basically like our version of the Olympics.
Yep.
At least we thought. But where they would bring in 100-ish Disney Channel stars from all over the world and make us compete in silly games. Nick Jonas explains that what it really was like Love Island on crack. He said while he didn't clarify exactly what went down, Jonas joked that the game's filming methods led to some very interesting results, adding they would put a bunch of teenagers in the Disney park after hours and just say, let's see what happens.
Oh, shit.
How do you feel about that?
I wish I knew more the behind the scenes of the Disney games.
Yes, especially considering what we know of them now as adults. Like, we know Demi's issues with
crack cocaine.
Substance abuse, and, you know, the messiness, the love triangle between Nick Jonas, Selena Gomez, and Miley Cyrus.
Oh my God, I lived for that drama.
I would have loved to have known what happened during Disney games.
And this is why we love Love Island so much.
Yes.
It's because we grew up with fucking love triangles.
Yes.
And like some crazy shit like this. And it's like now we're just adults and now it's acceptable to watch on TV.
Correct, because we had the Asha Tizzle, Zac Efron, Vanessa Hudgens thing a little bit.
Oh my God.
We had the Nick Jonas, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez. I mean, it was a time to be alive.
It really was. I feel so bad for other generations that didn't get to experience that.
I know.
Wow, but now we get to watch it on Love Island. I am literally watching all of their Instagram stories like a fucking hawk. I can't get enough. I watched all of these 34 fucking episodes in a 2-week span?
Is incredible.
And now I'm like, now what am I supposed to do? Just fucking wait for the reunion?
I know, which we will be watching.
August 19th. That is the day that we come back from Vegas. So Evelina will be coming back to my apartment.
Yay.
We will be hungover as fucking tired as hell, but we will be watching that together.
I can't wait.
And you guys will get our recap.
Yes. Honestly, Leah, we love you
so much. Please be our friend.
You're so gorgeous.
Girls on the Rocks pod at gmail.com.
She got it.
I had a brain shortage.
She got it.
Yep.
You're cute. You're beautiful. You're giving all the energy.
You seem a lot of fun.
Next time,
let's go drinking together.
Wear a shirt that you can actually lean back in for Call of Duty, because I know...
Call of Duty? Call of Duty? You said Call of Duty?
Call her daddy. I am a little tipsy.
Yep. So what Evelina is talking about is Leah was on the Call Her Daddy podcast. Yes, her and I stayed up to watch that the other night.
Alex Cooper, when you're going to say 10 o'clock, make it 10 o'clock.
She posted it at 10:14. She said 10 o'clock. But anyway, Leah was wearing this shirt to where she could not bend her torso.
No.
She was sticking straight up. And she was trying to like lean back. I'm like, girl, you look hot as hell, but wear a shirt that can bend, because you look like you had like your back hurt.
Great posture, by the way.
Great. You do not have scoliosis.
Can't relate.
Do you have scoliosis? Do you have it?
Find out next episode.
No, tell me now.
I don't.
So we can relate.
Yes.
But I can't because I don't sit like that.
Yeah. But she was wearing vintage Dolce & Gabbana on the skirt.
She was?
Vintage.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Her family's rich as fuck, by the way.
Foreigners. She's Persian. Speaks Farsi, like, I think, fluently.
Her fucking mansion is huge.
I want to,
huge.
Leah, invite us to your house. We would love to, like, eat Cheetos Hot Puffs with jalapenos.
Yeah, we saw y'all. We saw. We saw PPG on top.
We did?
Eating those. We would love to do that.
Please.
I'd love to meet your horsies.
And your little doggy.
And we can just drink a lot.
Please.
We would have so much fun.
Yes.
Anyway.
We support you.
We support you so much, Queen. We love you so much. You were literally, yes, you're America's favorite, but you're definitely the Girls on the Rocks favorite.
Please.
We love you so much.
Yes.
Was there anything else about Love Island that you want to talk about?
No, I think that's it. And we can get into our weekly vibes of the week. Beep, 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 boop. My weekly vibe of the week is I just recently saw the Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Yes, I have yet to see it. I need to see it.
There's not much I want to say to it, but that movie was incredible.
Really?
Ryan Reynolds did his thing. Not only was it so well marketed, when I was watching it, first of all, it was like an over 2-hour long movie, I think.
Wow.
It didn't feel like it. I actually walked out of that theater upset that there wasn't more of it.
Oh, no.
I was like, oh, it's over. But there's so many surprise guests.
Okay,
in that
don't
movie.
tell me.
Oh, I won't.
I need to be surprised.
When I tell you the gasp that the audience let out
No
when we were watching,
way.
we were like, oh, that's that person, and that's that person, that's that
No
character.
way.
Incredible. And I know in the marketing they show Lady Deadpool, like her feet. You don't ever see her face, but there's a moment where you see multiple Deadpools. You hear Lady Deadpool's voice.
Is it Blake?
I'm going to let you decide.
I need it to be Blake.
I strongly believe that it's Blake. It sounds exactly like her.
Okay.
But make your own assumptions. And then
I am a diehard Gossip Girl fan. I will know her fucking voice.
I mean, in my opinion, allegedly, it's Blake Lively.
Also, allegedly.
Also, Matthew McConaughey, spoiler alert, is one of... But he's not a character like a main one. He's like one of the voices.
Evelina said I don't want to know. Fuck. Evelina.
He's in it for like a minute.
Okay.
He's like... Kind of like how Lady Deadpool is. Like, you never see their faces. It's just like their voice.
Okay.
So it's like... You know Matthew McConaughey's voice. He had that molasses.
Oh, yum, yum.
But it's so much fun.
All right.
Thank you. Honestly, the movie is so much fun. It's so good. I love all of Deadpool movies. I think they're so funny, so sarcastic, but this one was especially so funny, especially with the Wolverine.
Right.
I mean, that was incredible to see.
Hugh Jackman.
So good. There's a moment where he doesn't have a shirt on and
he still got it.
He still got it.
girlsontherockspod@gmail.com.
Please. But I highly recommend it. I would see this again. Like, if you want to go see it together,
I do.
Let's go. Because I love this movie.
I was a little upset that you didn't invite me.
I'm sorry. It's because I went to see with... We won't talk about this.
Your other friend? Your other friends?
Sorry.
Whatever.
But we will see it again together. We
Okay.
can even go see Twister 4DX.
Oh my god. Should we go like tonight?
I mean...
We're going to the county fair tonight.
Yeah.
Do you not want to go?
No, we can go.
We can't find our boyfriends in a dark theater.
You're right.
We might be able to find them at the hot dog stand at the county fair.
Oh, I can go for a hot dog right now.
Make me want a hot dog real bad. Oh, you look like the 4th of July. You make me want a hot dog real bad. Fucking idiots. Do you have anything else you want to say about the movie?
No, just please go see
that
it.
you saw without me. Anyway, my weekly vibe of the week, and I put this under the wrong category. So it's a TV show. I believe it's on Hulu. Did you ever watch Tell Me Lies?
It sounds familiar.
So good.
Is that like a drama?
Yes. It is very good. So it's been a while since season 1 came out, but it's about this girl who goes to college and she starts seeing this fuckboy pretty much.
I have not seen it, by the way.
You haven't?
No.
Okay. So I need you to watch this.
Okay.
Because I believe the 2nd season is going to come out in September. And so this girl goes to college. She starts like seeing this guy, becomes like this situationship, and it's like this whole thing. And it's just so fucking entertaining. It was so good to watch. You hate fucking Steven, the guy. My bad, pardon. She starts seeing this guy named Steven, and you start to fucking hate this guy because he's like screwing her over, yada yada yada. It's so fucking good. And I know I'm not explaining it very well, but I don't want to like spoil anything. Like, you need to watch it.
Okay.
And so
it is on my list of things that I wanted to watch.
Okay. Well, I couldn't get enough. I watched that first season so fucking fast.
Yeah. And the second one is coming out soon, right?
In September.
Ooh.
Yep. So it's right around the corner. So since we finished Love Island,
true,
you are almost done with Vanderpump Rules.
Yes.
I need you to watch Tell Me Lies. It's not very long. So watch the first season. We'll talk about it, and then we'll watch season 2 together.
Yay!
I love that. If you don't watch it with any other friends.
Wow. Here we go.
Whatever. But those are our weekly vibes of the week.
Yes.
It's so great to be back. I'm telling you, it was so weird not recording last week.
There was an emptiness that I felt.
Yeah, but we still hung out.
We did.
If anybody wanted to know. But thank you guys for tuning in. We are so happy to be back. We really hope you enjoy season 2. We have a lot coming up.
Yes.
We are going to Vegas soon, so we will have some special things for you guys to listen to and maybe watch.
And a wedding, so we can do
we do have a wedding coming up. We do, right, the weekend after Vegas.
Yes.
So we got a lot going on. So we love you guys so much. Evelina, let the fans know where they can find us.
You can find us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all things social at Girls and Rocks Podcast. You can find me on Instagram at Shisha HHISHA.
And you can find me on Instagram at TaylorJG96. Go out there to your local county fairs. Have a good old time this summer, and we'll see you next week. Bye!